We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Mountaineers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield.
Man, the tight ends are one of the most versatile guys in the field, and you see it right here. The play action, they're used to blocking, right? Now they slip right by the linebackers, slip to the second level, come open, the quarterback finds them in great rhythm.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Using his legs, it's Parker. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
3rd down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. They'll run play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
The Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Kick is in the air. Pulls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Looking for space. It's White. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to pass. It's Wilkins. Makes the grab on the left. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
I don't know if the defense came into this one expecting the fullback to be a weapon catching the ball, but that play, it didn't look like they were ready for him. He catches it, turns it upfield for the first.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback extends the play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Complete to the right. There he goes. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
On the run, it's White. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Wants to throw. It's Wilkins. Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Mountaineers will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll go to the counter play. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. The quick out. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The toss sweep to the right. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Finds the tight end. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
They'll go to the ground. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Skips away from pressure. Quarterback gets past the marker. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And the Huskers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. He gets a block. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. To the ground with the back. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, West Virginia. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
The extra point here would tie the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Fresno State has the lead right now, but this Bulldog Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over Rutgers. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now they'll run it on the toss. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give from the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Scanning the field, it's Raiola. The short hands, it's Bell. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Quick release on the RPO. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Tight end now in motion. Grabbed behind the line, it's Nelson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Barney. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
3rd down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Wilkins. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's not afraid to go deep. Picked off. Got room on the return. And just an outstanding return. Takes it back to the 7-yard line.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
A first down run on the doorstep. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move them back. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking downfield, it's Raiola. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stayed tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So now on comes the field goal unit. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Cornhuskers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll open the second half with a run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Defensively on 3rd and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get to at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around, now hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a 4th down and manageable. So much easier on the offense.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Lets it fly. He makes the catch. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
And the Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Breaks into the open. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. After making 1 field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kent State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the option. Now the toss. Pass to Stetson, still on his feet. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Wilkins. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. And the Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Hamilton. There he goes. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go. The football had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Mountaineers! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Coming out with it, it's Parker. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, that play-action fake, it just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical down the field, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, running back gets to give. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the air, it's Raiola. Under fire. It's complete. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he makes the catch.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route, they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver continuing to come back to his QB.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Barney. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Wants to throw again. Release to the back. Complete. Touchdown, Huskers! A great catch and run for 6.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point was good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Gonna run it. It's White. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Looking for a man, it's Wilkins. With the catch, it's White. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And the Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking left. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead. Get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
The Mountaineers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Caught in the backfield, it's Ives. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Makes the grab. It's Nelson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Hamilton. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the...
He lobs one high down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Working well behind the sticks on second down. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play.